Okay, so I'm going to post a PDF of this, but in the video I'm going to explain it. So as we move into writing 3 paragraphs about the 3 themes that you have already written, we're going to use this acronym. I guess we're going to say MELALEC. Each of those letters stands for a part of the paragraph that you're going to write. So you are not to make up or decide for yourself at this point how you want to structure your paragraph. This is how you're going to structure it, and this is basically a good idea for any paper that you write. And then you can, as you get really good at this, you can do a little bit more elaborating. But this structure, this MELELEC, is a great acronym to remember anytime you write a paper. Okay, so the M in MELALEC is your main idea. It is the theme that you've already turned into me, so you pick one of them, right? I decided to write about undulation, and so the very first thing I'm going to do is write my theme. The M is your main idea. That's what the M stands for. So that's going to come first in my paragraph. So I just copied the theme that I wrote the other day. And that's what you're going to do. You're just going to copy it. The E stands for elaborate on that idea. So not only do I have kind of word for word what I wrote, the second sentence is my elaboration of the theme. So I'm not just going to, I'm going to kind of do an explanation of it. So here's my theme. Spiritual undulation, and since undulation is a weird word, I decided to kind of define it. Spiritual undulation, the continual cycle of intense interest to numb disinterest, oh, I need to change my R to an is a normal part of the Christian life and can be used by God to draw us to himself. That's my theme. That's the M. The E is an explanation or slight elaboration on that. So then I go on to explain. Undulation is not only a part of our spiritual life, whereby Christians experience emotional highs and lows, it also occurs naturally in work, marriage, friendship, in any area of life, as our feelings are not meant to be at an unbroken, excited pitch. Okay, so I've done the M and the E. What's the L stand for? The L stands for the word link. And what I mean by link is a direct quote. So I'm going to find a quote, and then I'm going to work it into my paragraph. So I just stopped at pitch, my main idea, my elaboration of the main idea, and then my next sentence contains my quote. Wormwood, however, suggests using undulation as a weapon against his patient by telling, Screwtape, however, suggests using undulation as a weapon against his patient by telling Wormwood, do not let him suspect the law of undulation. So I've got M, main idea, E, elaboration of that main idea, and then link or direct quote number 1. The next E, this one right here, is the explanation of that quote. So I'm going to do a little in other words. In other words, the tactic of keeping his patient ignorant and therefore embarrassed of a normal human condition is the demon's main weapon here. All right, here we go. We've done main idea. We've elaborated on the main idea. We did link number 1. We explained the link. Now I need another link, another direct quote. So I have another one. I did them in bold just so you could see them. Screwtape then suggests, here I am, that Wormwood employ or use the spiritual lows particularly so that the patient believes that, quote, his present dryness is a permanent condition. All right, so that's my second quote, and that's possibly your second quote. But I can't just throw a quote down and then not explain it. There is no English teacher anywhere ever who will let you slap a quote and then do nothing with it. So I have to explain it at this point. So here I go from second link to the explanation of that link. I'm just repeating what I did before. And here we go. In lying, right here, in lying to him about his spiritual dryness, the demons can make the Christian discouraged of making any spiritual efforts at all, and perhaps even give up Christianity entirely. So I don't just smack that quote down. I smack it down and then I explain it. And then the C, as we finish this paragraph, is the conclusion, the closing. And basically, I'm going to restate my theme, but do it in a conclusion, in a concluding way. The law of undulation, meant to be a cycle that draws us to God in excitement or comfort, is often rendered useless as the demons work upon the Christian's tendency to despair. So, you'll see this in the PDF, but I tried to show you where I have those 7 things. Yes. I have those 7 things and I've pointed them out. I do not just write whatever I want in academic writing, right? That's creative writing. When you write academically, your paragraphs have to have a structure. And this is the structure that I want you to use. That is what I want you to look for if you were to grade my paragraph.